one of the biggest steel factories worldwide, Tata Steel. It's originally a Dutch company, but later taken over by an Indian company, Tata Steel. You see all the smoke, all the plumes coming out. So that is a huge company, but also a huge polluting company. So $3 billion I put into it to make it cleaner. Let's put it this way: 2 million from the state and 2 billion from the Netherlands and 1 billion from themselves. The next 10 years, over 10 years, that is hopefully it's getting cleaner, because really people living here are not too happy with it. With the King Alexander, married to a beautiful girl, beautiful lady, Maxima from Argentina, but they have no power. Like the king in England, they have no power in their hands. They are officially the head of state, so they can open the parliamentary year, and they represent us in foreign countries. They're dining and whining with foreign. They had to vote from 35 different. So there's the Green Party, one side, and also another Green Party for the animals, a Green Party for the trees, another Green Party for birds, for dead birds or fly birds, whatever they have. So it is a very mixed up kind of Dutch parties. There are 18 million of them, 18 million of them live in an area below sea level. But the lowest part we have in the Netherlands, that's near a town called Rotterdam, that is about, let's say, 7 meters, 23 feet below sea level. Normally during the weekday this road is not available, or it is very busy, but on a Sunday now it is a nice road along this canal. This is a levee or a dike to protect the water flowing into lower countries. So that is really a hazard for us, a problem for us, because water is coming from 3 ways. From the rain, 365 days kind of per year, but also from the sea. You sail this morning, you came via the North Sea. The North Sea is part, of course, of the Atlantic Ocean. And that creates a problem as well, as you can imagine. So we have to make our dikes bigger and higher and stronger because of the global heating. And especially we're not too far away from the North Pole, so all the water comes from here, all the melting water is coming here as well via the sea. And then thirdly, and it is even more challenging, look to the houses here to the right hand side. They are already 2 to 3 meters lower than where we are driving now. To your right hand side you'll see that. To the western side of Amsterdam. As you see, it's not a really new ship, so to say, but they can really carry everything. I think it's empty by now, because it's not sinking away normally, but it's full. They're sinking much more. They're much lower, they're level. Coming from Switzerland, and then through Germany, ending up like a delta right here in the Netherlands. But also we have another river called the Maas River, the Schelde River, the IJssel River, and they are all ending up draining into the North Sea. And especially now with all the water, the glaciers, but also the snow waters. It snowed quite a lot this winter in those countries aforementioned, Switzerland, Austria and Germany. It's rubble and waste, and we cover it with grass that looks a little bit nicer than when we keep it in. River in Amsterdam. All the canals are man-made to deliver, to host, to have all the goods from our East Indian Company, and the VOC, the United East Indian Company, was founded in 1602. That is our golden age, 1602, 17th century, and that is a good thing. That's a good thing for them. River, like Edam, where the famous cheese is coming from, them in the river E, enzovoort. So a lot of words in my language are water related, ship related. Skipper, in English you call it skipper, enzovoort. And there are a lot of words related to that. In the whole world, once again, we're talking about the beginning of the 17th century. That all disappeared in the year 1672. That was the year of disaster. And then we waged war against the English, against the French, against the Prussians, the Germans, and so forth. So then we kind of lost it all. The canals, little cafes here, Van Houten Cafe. And this area is warehouses to your left-hand side, still working warehouses, or they made apartments out of it, or offices out of it, to your left-hand side. And it is here that we are trading wood, hout, H-O-U-T is wood, hout havens. So in front of us, to your left-hand side, there you see again the I. So this is now the port in earlier days, and in front of the central train station, which we'll see shortly, that is where the trading happened. Now extensions at the northern side, to our left, to my left-hand side, is the northern part of Amsterdam, and you see a very strange shaped building, now a whitish building at 11 o'clock. That's the Museum of Cinema, Museum of Movies. So here we've got some boats, and all those boats to your left-hand side, and they are sailing the river Rhine. Rhine Princess. So there's
maximum tax rate is 51%.
The wealth of people pay 51%.
Most people don't pay that. There's a lot of gardens. Are these community gardens over here?
To the right-hand side, community gardens indeed, yeah. So you rent it for a couple of €100 per year, not too much. So we're driving by. There are always two entrances because the wind comes from different directions. So the whole top of the windmill can turn, as I said before. And it depends, of course, the entrance. When the windmill is to the south side, then the entrance is on the north. And when the windmill is turning, the wings are turning on the north side, then the entrance is opposite on the other side of the windmill. So apparently it is working now. So apparently they are pumping water, because to the left-hand side is lower than where we are to the right-hand side. So they're pumping the water out. We drive slowly, and they reinforce the windmill with the cross on this side. And they can turn it from this side, they can turn the top of the windmill, made of straw or hay, and every 30-35 years they have to redo it again. And we are now in a community called Haarlemmermeer. We are driving literally now, we are driving on the bottom of a former lake, Lake Haarlem. As I said earlier on, 66 of the people live on 50% of the land below sea level. Also here.
Nicknamed Sugar City. Lots of sugar and lots of chocolate. This is a pedestrian overpass. I've never seen one with an elevator, but there is a long staircase.